whenever you're down, you gotta find a way to get back up. Gotta weather the storm. For real. That's okay, that's okay. We'll separate till we pass away. That's okay, that's okay. Only salvation lasts forever. That's okay, that's okay. We'll separate till we pass away.
Yo, boom, boom, more bones in it. Oh, the yalla going some more ounce in it. Yo, boom, boom, more bones in it. Oh, the yalla going some more mouth in it. Boom, boom, more bones in it. Oh, the yalla going say no, no.
His government name is Bruce Earl, but the world knows him as Classick B. He hails from Grand Spen, St. Andrew, Jamaica, and migrated to Canada at the age of 9. He's a singer, songwriter, and producer, and his sound is a fusion of reggae, dancehall, and hip-hop. It's my pleasure to welcome Classick B to ReggaeBitz and Pieces. Welcome, Classick B.
Thank you for having me. D-Lit, thank you.
It's my pleasure. Let me ask you now, what inspired you to pursue a career in music?
You know, it's a very unique situation that I was in because although I used to listen to hip hop, reggae, dancehall, I never wanted to pursue music. But because of my stepfather, he used to DJ on the mic and grab the mic, and he always would tell me, "Oh, hold the mic." I said, "Listen, I can't do this." You know, it seemed hard for me, and but eventually, it forced me, and then I got into it because I did the first performance. Just for fun, and then it just started getting serious after a while because my real passion was actually visual art. I was a drawer, but then because I was creative, I was able to transition into music because of that. Because I have people surrounding me always doing music, so that's why I fall in love with the art, and that's why I pick it up.
Okay, how long have you been in the business?
I'll say that sounds like a tricky question sometimes because I don't know if it started from when I started or when I start doing it professionally, but I'll say over 20 years.
Oh, that's been a while. Okay, you launched your recording career as OMS, and your first noticeable effort was "I'm Coming," which was a mixtape. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that was the beginning of my journey, I would say, when I started recording. I believe I took it serious at that time, and I released with my support of a couple of my friends. We were selling CDs on the streets, and I thought this was going to be my chance to blow up. I used to listen to Tupac, and I thought, inspiration by Tupac. I do mix hip hop, reggae, dancehall style, and I started that from the start. So, that's how I started. It was my first experience of releasing music, and we did sell over 400 copies with that. But as I started selling these demos on the street, industry people, even promoters, people that was just walking on the street asking me, "Is who produced this? Who do I own the beats? Do I register this?" And I realized that I didn't register anything. I didn't own any beats. Most of the beats wasn't mine. None of that, all of these stuff. So I started to learn as I was going. Realize how much thing I was lacking. So that's how I started take a step back, and then I started to do research, start to study the business, and it took me a while to catch up to the business. But at that time, it was just people was releasing demo CDs on the streets, and that's the trend I was following.
But I'm glad that you really decided to take some time to actually study the business, because that was smart of you, actually. That was really, really smart of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to know the business.
You do.
Yeah. How many EPs and albums do you have? That's if you have any albums.
Yeah, I don't have a full album, but I did release an EP in 2015. Yeah, it's been a while that I would release a full album or an EP, but that's because I've been working behind the scenes so much, studying the business,
Hmm.
training, learning, and trying to master my craft, in different areas. So it takes up a lot of my time.
Yeah. Is that your first EP, first and only EP, or do you have another one?
First and all in one, but I'm working on some music now, and I'm expected to release at least an album or EP by the end of the year or early next year.
Nice, nice. Of course, you're going to, keep in touch with me, so I can follow your journey.
Thank you. Yes, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. What themes do you explore in your music?
Um, I'm inspired by I started off as a as a gangster rapper per se, and I like to do rough music back then. But as I grow and learn, I transitioned to more calmer, smoother, more in spiritual side of music. So I don't necessarily do those type of music anymore, although I still have the capability.
Hmm.
So, but I like to make love songs, inspirational songs. Even like I have a song called Salvation, where I'm rapping, talking about, um, spiritual things and like inspirational things. And I like to focus on helping my black community, because I realize how broken a lot of us is, and
Hmm.
that's why I don't focus on too much of the negative music anymore. I focus more on the positive side.
Nice. And I have listened to Salvation, and I actually like it. And what you just said about spiritual and stuff, I picked that up in the song.
Yes, like I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know
I
you did
listened
so
to
much research of it.
it. No, I did listen to it. You did mention Tupac as one person who you actually admired and stuff, but who else are some of your biggest musical influences and why?
um, Bounty Killer used to be a big one, inspiration as well, and that's just because as in my younger days, a lot of people used to say I look like Bounty. I don't know how true that was, but maybe because I was straight faced and when I wear a cap or something. But apart from that, Sizzla was one of my biggest inspiration when it comes to consciousness. Um,
Hmm.
Bob Marley was a big one too, and Garnet Silk. I like Garnet Silk a lot.
Yeah,
All
cool.
of those was a big inspiration for me.
Nice, nice, nice. Any other hip hop person other than Tupac, you said?
Yeah, I used to listen to, other than Tupac, I listened to some Snoop Dogg,
Hmm.
um, Mob Deep. I listen to all music, but those are what inspired me most.
I do most.
Biggie as well, especially later on in the years. Biggie more. I really appreciate Biggie later on because I remember the beef going on with Tupac and Biggie, and it was
Yeah.
almost like, yeah, you have to be on one side or the other. It was
That's
pretty
true.
tough.
Yeah, that's true. And Biggie really, really spat some serious lyrics though.
Yes, he is very lyricist, very lyrical.
Yeah, very, very much so.
Yes.
I know you're also a songwriter. Describe your songwriting process.
Um, my songwriting process mostly come from things that I'm inspired by, real life situation. So it has to be something truthful. I don't really necessarily, although I can, and sometimes I do, but even when I just come up with a topic just randomly,
Hmm.
I never inspired by anything. Even if that's the case, I still have to incorporate truth in my lyrics. I want to
Hmm.
just sing about nonsense. It has to be incorporated with real life situation, or have to do with truth. So almost all of my lyrics or story that I tell is based off truth, based off something or something that happened, you know. And I can also take a look at somebody else's life and create songs from that too. So I try to just be versatile in the way I view things.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you that question, you know, if you could take somebody else's life or if you do that and write a song. So, you know, it's like you're in my head, right? Do you have a favorite song you recorded? And if so, why?
Favorite song that I recorded, I would say Salvation and My Love Never Leave is probably two of my favorite. I do have, and Bounce Baby 2 is one of my favorite. But I think those two reflect mostly the person that I am deep inside, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What has been your most memorable performance?
Most memorable. It was probably happened probably even last year, but it never got recorded.
Really? Where was it? Tell us about that.
Well, actually, it was recorded by somebody, but not my uncle was there, but he never recorded, and I'm a little bit disappointed on that. It was actually a situation where I was at a bar. I've been there a few times. They keep it every Friday now. It's somewhere, I don't know the exact location, but somewhere in Toronto, on Dufferin Street. But it was a sit because I did perform, as I said, there a few times prior to that. But sometimes the artists, they would like to hog the mic. They don't want to give it up, right? And there's something about artists is that they just love hogging the mic. They don't like to give it. And I had the mic in my hand. The DJ and the mic to me. And then this guy come out from nowhere. I know who he is. I don't know if you want me to call names, but I know who he is. But he took the mic from me as I'm about to sing, and I know this guy. I don't know him well, but I see him around. So maybe he thought I was just, you know, a rookie, and he can just, you know, do what he wants. So after he took it, because I was about to sing a cover song of Garnet Silk. So after he took it, he did a full song, his full song without acknowledging that he shouldn't have done that, you know. And I was standing right there when he was doing, and then as he did one verse, and I reached out back for the mic, and he didn't give me the mic until he was done his song. So I kind of found that to be disrespectful. But I didn't do anything. I just held that in the background, and then after I did perform my Garnet Silk song, and come in with I think it was bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me. So that they can't curse me. So after I sang that one, I see, you know, everybody was listening and focusing on the performance. And then I did a couple more songs after that. There was other artists there too as well. And then the same scenario, almost the same scenario, played out again with one of the other artists that was there. And he was rapping in my face. So I was trying to get the mic from him, because like they like to hog mic. Somebody asked me for the mic, I would give it to them, no problem, almost in an instant, right? Because if I'm doing a song and somebody reach out, I'm not going to do another song and another song. That's how they are. They don't want to pass around the mic. So almost the same situation played out. So I decided to just take it upon myself and let them know that's not really cool. So I did a diss track on the spot. I created a scenario where I did a diss track, and they all understood it. and there was this girl in the crowd. She's like, "Wow!" Because what I did, it was a wow, because I created the scenario in my head off the top, and then also I back it up with one of my songs.
Wow.
So that's what I did.
Wow. So I can understand why it was memorable for you.
Yes. And I spin around because I do have some dance move. So I spin around on one foot. So it looked like I was spinning like this, just like that. And then I spin back around while I was doing it. So it was pretty memorable.
Oh, you did a Michael Jackson move.
No, not like it's more of a breakdancing move, I would say.
Teasing.
So, but it was part of my performance.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I know you visited Ghana recently. That was your first time in Africa. Was it music related?
Yeah, some of it. I did go because my sister was going with her husband, and she asked me if I wanted to come. But because Ghana was one of my spot to go, I decided to go with them. And there is an artist that I was linking up with prior to that for over a year. So his name is Badman Baba. Shout out to him too, because he's also an upcoming artist from Ghana. Okay. And he wants to link up with me. Yeah, so I wanted to do a video there, but I didn't have enough time. So I told him next time we'll shoot a video. We did meet a couple people there as well that's in the business. One of them is a good video guy. So I nice. Some more things there when I go.
Nice. Spreading your wings, right?
Yes, for sure.
How do you balance your roles as a singer, songwriter, and producer?
It's interesting because it's a good question. Because I balance it by just trying to stay focused on the task at hand. I don't try to overwork myself, because overwork, you get burned out. So I try to just take it one step at a time. If I focus on producing now, I will kind of wait until I produce a beat instead of rushing to something else. If I focus on the lyrics, because I could build the rhythm first or the lyrics first. If I build the lyrics first, then I got to produce the beat around the lyrics. If I build the beat first, then it's easy to do the lyrics as well. So I think how I balance this is just taking one step at a time.
Yeah, and hopefully none of the three sections suffer, because to be a singer, songwriter, and a producer, that's a tall order.
It is. It's true. And that's why the more things you do, the more time you have to put into it.
Right.
It requires more time because you're doing more.
Right. Who are some of the artists you've produced?
I'll say George P is one of them. There's Lucian is actually even on my rhythm as well, the real-time rhythm. I did a collaboration with him, but I haven't done my verse. I did my verse, but I haven't recorded it yet officially. And I did one with C+, Ground Fire, and Big Boot. And now the Ghana artist, Badman Babel, I'm supposed to have him on one of my beats. In the future now. I want to get Peter more on one of my beats, but he said he's not ready for it yet, but because he's so busy, and I understand. So I know Peter Moore, is my big brother. So whenever he gets the time, he'll do it.
Yeah, that should be a nice collab though, between the both of you. Yeah. Let me go back a second to the one with Lucy. Is it something that's going to be released?
Yes, but you have done it in I think it was 2020. It was a COVID era. That's why it kind of
Oh,
messed up everything. And then I got that link from my cousin because he know Luciana good. His name was Jamaica, but he
mm-hmm.
died. Um, he died before me and Luciana collaboration could have been completed. Uh,
Oh,
and I never met Luciana in person, but I've spoke to him on the phone. I don't have his contact, but his contact was through my cousin, and because he died over a year now, and then
oh,
his wife followed suit around 6 months after.
okay.
So it was a big loss, and then
Yeah,
that's how I. But I know that I plan to get it done and release.
yeah.
It's, hopefully I could get back in touch with him so we could do the video.
That would be nice, man. Really
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
And he
Okay.
sounds good on it. It's a good song.
That's nice. And it'll be good for you too, you know?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah,
It's a good look.
of course.
And I was even supposed to get Sizzle on the rhythm too, and that didn't work out because I sent money to Jamaica, and Jamaicans are not usually trustworthy. It's hard to find somebody trustworthy, so they just run after the money.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But keep pushing, man. Keep pushing.
Yes, I am.
Tell me something. How do you promote your music and connect with your audience?
Social media is the main platform I do it,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't been consistent over the years on social media. I mean, social media haven't blown up for that long either, but it's a thing right now. So, but I'm more consistent now, and as I said, because I've been focusing on different areas, I needed to improve my art and my craft. So, and I'm also balancing my lifestyle, my family with my daughter as well. She's also a singer too, and hopefully
Oh,
one day she'll be in ReggaeBitz&Pieces.
sure, for sure. We'll highlight her, man. You just let me know when you're ready.
Yes.
That's nice. All right. How do you handle criticism, right? And feedback on your work?
I try to look at criticism as something to learn from. Um, I think I angle it pretty well because I understand that it's somebody else's opinion. But how I judge it is if I can learn the business, if I can learn where they're coming from, if I can see any cracks in their statement,
Mm-hmm.
um, I try to understand more about what they're saying instead of just jumping and saying, having a negative reaction. I try to understand where they're coming from. And if I can see the holes or anywhere that I can improve, then I will. But if
Mm-hmm.
I can't really see any holes in what any cracks in what they're saying, then it could be the other way around because a lot of people it can be constructive criticism, but criticism can also be to break you as well.
Yeah,
So, but you have to be mentally strong in this business and understand that the good and the bad is going to come. So
true.
it's how you deal with it. It's how you handle yourself. It's how you control yourself.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Because ultimately it's going to be your choice on how you react. But make sure if you react negatively to their criticism, you can take the backlash as well.
Like we say in Jamaica, you're back off abroad.
Definitely, you have to have tough skin.
Yeah. How do you stay motivated and inspired in a competitive industry?
Mm. Another good question. Just knowing that I've been doing it for a while, and the more experience I get, the more I know how to navigate the industry. I do know to market my music now. It's just that I don't have the big budget to spend on it. But if I did have the big budget to spend on it, Classick B would be bust a long time ago. But a lot of it is budget. Even when you market online, you have to have the budget. Radio promotions and all of these stuff. It's all budget. That's why the big labels can take new artists and just bust them within a short space of time because they have the budget. The independent artists now, we have to do it more strategic. We have to collaborate with more people or get ourselves out there somehow, network a lot, and link up with people that can, like yourself, deal it to help us propel our career, put it out there more. So thank you for your platform. You're helping out.
Yeah, thank you for saying that because as I said to you, off air, it's my passion, and I really want to help emerging artists, to be exposed to the world.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your goals for the next few years in your music career?
Yeah, my goal is to obviously have an album, probably a full album out there, and go hard with it. And also another goal is to release a complete compilation of all the artists on my real-time rhythm.
Nice.
Including Luciana. All
Nice.
of them. It's probably going to be 10 or more artists, including myself. All of us are going to be on that rhythm. And I plan to push all of those songs.
Oh, that's a good goal.
Yeah.
So, all right, Classick B, is there anything you'd like to say to the ReggaeBitz and Pieces family in closing?
Just thanks for having me, and just looking forward for the future and what it might bring with ReggaeBitz and Pieces. And thank you for exposing me to your audience.
It's my pleasure, man. What are your social media handles?
You could find me at Classick B for YouTube, at Classic Bruce for Twitter, at Classic Bruce for Instagram, at Classic Bruce for Facebook, at Classic Bruce for TikTok. And if it's not Classic Bruce, it's going to be Classick B.
All right.
And vice versa.
All right, there we have it, folks. Classick B. Please go out and support him. Go to his social media and his YouTube channel to learn more about him. All right. And again, thanks again, Classick B, for gracing us with your presence.
Thank you for having me, D-Lit. It was fire.
Yeah, it was. One love, my brother.
One love. Thank you. Classick B, it's a ReggaeBitz and Pieces. My love will never leave you alone.